Welcome to your mandatory life checkpoint. You might be confused as to why you're here, how you got here, but this sort of thing, we've done it before. You and I, we've been here before. We've had this exact conversation over and over again, yet you're not going to remember any of those times. And that's how it's supposed to be. And just like those times before, you won't remember this time either. But you see, it is important to have these mandatory life checkpoints to properly evaluate, well, your life and make sure you wish to continue in this life. Does that all make sense? It's okay if it doesn't. Doesn't truly matter that much, but just know that this is a safe space. You're safe here, and if you must know where you are, I think you already know. All of this, me, this place, it's in your mind. That doesn't make it any less real, for it is real. It's real for you. But today we will be examining your life. Make sure that you're satisfied with everything that has happened thus far. Maybe evaluate things you wish that could change. And there's always the option to have a new life. But I must say, you've never picked that option. Every single time you have decided to stay with your own life. And that should say something. And what I have here might, at first glance, appear to be something insignificant, not very special. But how wrong you would be. For I here have your life force. Seems so small, doesn't it? So fragile, so weak. If I were to drop it now, it would smash into a million tiny little pieces, but no. This is the strongest thing in existence. And only a being such as myself can properly examine and interpret life forces such as this. Like I said, it might seem small and delicate, but it is very strong, very durable. And there is a clarity, a pureness about it. You know, not everyone's looks like this. Some are cracked or faded, but yours is quite pure. Very pure. Very beautiful. It's a special thing, you see. Not something to be taken lightly or for granted. Very pure. How does it make you feel looking at this? I know I said I am a being that can interpret these things, but when you look at your life, do you feel expansive, or do you kind of feel contraction of sorts? I see. And you might reflect on your life and think of all the little mistakes you've made, maybe people you've disappointed, anything bad. But don't let that cloud all the good that you have done and all the wonderful things that have occurred in your life. I know it's easy to focus on the negative, but really, it's the positive that usually outweighs anything bad. And you might feel like you haven't done enough, or maybe you haven't helped enough people, or whatever it might be. Haven't pursued your dreams. And, well, it's okay to feel like that. You have done so much good already, made such a difference. You know what I think you need? A visual guide. Do you know what this is? In this glass, what does it look like to you? Tiny shards of glass, perhaps. But do you know what this is? Every single tiny piece in here is something good you have brought to this world. And maybe you can't consciously remember doing so many good things, but what gets counted as well are all the little things. That time you smiled at that stranger, maybe you held the door open for someone. All those little things you have done in your life. Even the smallest of good deeds, they all mean something. They all add up. They all make the world a better place. And that's something you did. You have brought something positive to this world, whether you think that or not, you have. Everything adds up. Every little good deed makes a difference. I can promise you that. So the next time you think that you're not contributing to this world, or you're not doing enough, picture this jar, will you? Because my goodness, look at all the wonderful things you have done. Amazing, really. Truly, truly amazing. But I can only show you so much. I can't force you to think of your life in a positive light. That is for you to determine. And yes, I have the power, of course, to send you into a different life. Anywhere around the world. With but a gentle touch, I can make that happen. But, like I said before, we've done this before, these checkpoints. You don't remember, but we do. And every single time you decide to stay in your current life. So many people, so many life forces out there. And you might see and look at other people's lives and say, oh, I wish that could be my own. But the grass is always greener, isn't it? You have no idea what anyone else might be going through. And you don't know. There's probably people who look upon your life and say, I wish that was my own life. So yes, we can choose not to continue. That is the point of a checkpoint. You can decide, oh, I want to do something different, be someone who's not my own self, but why give up? Especially when, whether you agree or not, you are doing so well. You are. And although I'm not the same type of being as you, I can still say that I'm proud of you and all that you have done. But again, this is your life checkpoint. It is. Now, I have a few things to ask you. This, of course, is the book of your life. Everything that has happened is contained within here. And of course, there are many a blank page for all that is to come. But what we can do is put into the book what we would like to happen. Manifestation of sorts. And when we put it in the book, it increases the chances that that might become reality. Powerful stuff. So, tell me, what would you say is going well for you in your current life? Interesting. And what are some things that perhaps you don't care for in your life? I see. And what are some things that you would like to see happen in your life? What are your goals or your dreams? They're all important, so don't hold back. That's a good one. Perfect. It's important to document these things, also to see how things change over time, because also within here are all the things you've said every other time we've done this. All the hopes and dreams, things you care for, things you don't. It's a log of sorts. But thank you for sharing. And like I said, things that get put in the book have a higher chance of happening. So, it's important that we document these things. So, my friend, your life, whether you see it or not, is a beautiful thing. And you're doing so well. And I hope that you can sense that too enough to continue on the path that you are. But at the end of the day, it is your decision. So, please, shall I send you back to your current life? Good. You are doing a great job. And in case no one directly in your life is telling you so, you're doing a great job. And I'm proud of you. It's not an easy thing. Life, even though I know again I am not the same type of being as you, from what I've seen, all the lives I've seen, life is complicated. And it's hard and things happen. But it's when we choose to push past those difficulties and challenges and still wake up every day and do our best. That's what really counts at the end of the day. And that's what impresses me. So you're doing a great job. And you should be proud of yourself. You won't remember this visit, but I'm glad to see, like all the times before, that you have decided to continue. this life. All right. Until next time, and oh yes, there will be a next time. Take care and keep doing all the wonderful things that you do. Bye-bye.